Welcome on in, and I hope you're feeling good today. Right in front of me, I'm using the Asus Rog Ally. We take a look at Wuthering Waves, developed and published by Kuro Games. We will be checking out the video settings, live frame counter, and the gameplay. Before we jump in, let me address a few bugs if you're using the Asus ROG Ally or a PC. When you first launch the launcher, it might not appear or it could cause some issues when running the game. Launch program files, scroll down to Epic Games. Once you're in Epic Games, open up the Wuthering Waves folder. Once you're in the Wuthering Waves application folder, scroll all the way down to the application called Launcher. Once you find the application called Launcher, right click it, hit Properties. And once you're in Properties, go to the Capability tab. Once you're in the Compatibility tab, make sure you run this program as an administrator. Once that's all done, launch your application. I played Wuthering Waves about a year ago playing the closed beta. The first thing to catch my eyes is the graphics. It has improved and so much graphically better. The quality, the performance, it really does look beautiful with the open world environment. Does have a pulling grip to it, especially if you like this art style. The exploration's going to take time at first, but it will be rewarding as you uncover parts of the map, collecting waypoints on your journey as you can teleport to them once you've unlocked them, allowing you to fast travel in game. I can say this is an RPG you can get a sweet 100 hours out of just by doing stories, side quests, grinding gear and materials. It has a strong, intriguing story, or great in-game rewards to unlock, and the combat is strategic for a free-to-play game. I would say it's fast-paced, more navigation mechanics, a wide range of puzzles to solve. It really creates its own branch off of the Genshin Impact tree. On my screen now, I have a female rover. You start off with a rover, you get to pick between a male or a female character. The game has a range of characters and weapons to unlock as it's a Gacha game, which is also going to be all included in banners. Kuro Games really put some thought into the combat system, and the visuals make it so satisfying. I'll give you a quick example. Ooh. It's got a nice dodging system. It's got a lock-on system also. So it's really, really thought through. I really do enjoy the combat style. It's really fun. But I'm going to get the frame rate counter on because it does give you a clean 60 frames per second. Ooh, there we go, there we go. It's a bit more difficult playing and filming at the same time. Ooh. Right, let's just finish these enemies and get the frame counter on. Perfect. Alright, then we can absorb the enemies you defeat also. It's like I've got a bit of a Pokemon aspect to it. It's different. So now you can absorb the enemies you just defeated. Perfect. Alright, let's get on the frame counter. Go. So we are hitting on the frame counter. We are hitting CPU at 40% to 39%, GPU a strong 84%, temperatures at 74, nice and cool, batteries dropping down to 24%, we'll slap on the charger real soon, and the FPS is 55 frames per second. That should be a clean 60 frames, maybe because I'm on standstill, but there is no lags in the game. Let's get the sound on. There we go, so you get a nice feel of the game and how it feels with the sound. Alright, this is with the sound on. It sounds really good. Next up, we'll get into my graphical settings. Zoom in. We'll also zoom out. Alright, let's get this sound down. And jump into my graphical settings. Hit the start button, scroll all the way down to settings on the bottom right. Once you're in settings, go down one to graphical settings. So right now I had it set at medium. Click into it and we'll set it at advanced. Scroll down, I'll set my frame rates right to 60 and everything else will stay on high. And that's the settings, and let's go and see how it looks. There we go. Now we got we had 60 frames per second. We're not really getting 60 frames, but over 45 frames per second is more than enough for Wuthering Waves. You could drop the watts down to 15 watts. Go back to settings, hit the cog menu, graphical settings, and drop the quality back to medium. Or you possibly can go down to low settings. If you really want to save on battery, put the frame down to 45, keep it low graphics, full screen, come out, and this will be a good battery saver for you. Because the game does not really ask for much. So it works perfectly on the Rog Ally. It feels so familiar jumping into it by playing other Gacha games such as Genshin, Tower of Fantasy. So you do kind of feel right at home if you play them kind of games. Since the settings have been set to low, the performance has not dropped at all really. The graphic quality has dropped. But let's get this back up to my full settings. If you've been watching my past couple of videos, you do know I like to set all my settings at high. I do like to make the most out of the Asus Rog Ally. So this is Wuthering Waves on the Asus Rog Ally. All my new viewers, if you're new today, remember to like and subscribe because it really does help me out. It really does help me to grow. So thank you. And thank you for watching. I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.